Hello, and thank you for listening to Getting Hard in Nate's Backyard. On this episode of the podcast, I sat down with Adam of Epi-Demic. Epi-Demic is a three-piece crossover thrash band from here in the Calgary area. They just got off a nationwide tour in support of their new split entitled Passages To Lunacy. They did with a band from Winnipeg called Solar. If you happen to be in the Calgary area when you hear this, when it comes out, they're playing this Saturday, January 30th, 2016, at Distortion Live Music Venue with Black Rat, Martial Law, and the Cadaver Dog. So if you're around, come check it out. And as always, thanks for listening. All right, hello. Welcome to Getting Hard in Nate's Backyard. I'm here today with Adam from Epi-Demic. How you doing, man?
Not too bad, Nate. How are you?
Good. I'm glad we could finally get together here.
Yeah, it seems like we've been trying to get this together for, I don't know, almost a year or more, I think.
Yeah, I think I looked and the message was August when we started
like
talking.
that, yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And you guys have done a lot since then.
Yeah, it's been a busy year.
Yeah, cool. So commercials real quick. This podcast is brought to you by righthookmicrophones.com. That Adam's speaking through one right now. My buddy Big James makes them. Go there and bomb him with offers. Buy all of his mics. This podcast is also brought to you by Calgary Metal Fest. Go to calgarymetalfest.com. You're going to see a blank page that says Calgary Metal Fest 5, which does mean that it is happening again this year. In final negotiations with a ton of bands, and it should be pretty fucking ripping. And then this podcast is also brought to you by me and Nancy, Big Nate Productions. We bring you Calgary Metal Fest, do all this shit. So yeah, go to all those places and do all those things. Thanks for listening. So yeah, you guys have had a busy year. You guys just toured, right?
Yeah, we went from Regina, Saskatchewan, all the way out to Montreal and back. We ended up playing Winnipeg, Barrie, Ontario, Oshawa, Toronto twice, and Montreal. Yeah, it was a great time.
Cool. So how many dates was it? Do you remember? How many was it? Like 9 and 12 or something like that? Or?
Yeah, we had about, let me see here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Because weren't you out for a while?
6. Yeah, we had about 6 gigs, and then we had a day off in Montreal. But I'd say it was about 10 days on the road altogether.
Right. Cool. Fuck. That's about the max you can do, eh? With like, how far was that?
It was far, and on the drive back, we went from Toronto to Thunder Bay in one day, and then the second day we were just like, fuck this, we're going home, and we drove from Thunder Bay to Calgary in one day.
Holy fuck. I gotta Google it.
Yeah, I
gotta Google Toronto to Thunder Bay. That's fucking funny.
It was a trek, yeah.
But
yeah, on the way out, it was it was nice to kind of break it up. I mean, we had a couple of pretty intense driving days, about 10 hours or more. Some days, but some days it was only 1 or 2, so it was nice to break it up like that, and then you got shows all in between. So,
and you guys are a 3-piece, right?
Yeah, we're a 3-piece, so it wasn't like we had to rent a van or a bus or anything. We just took my truck and
fuck,
yeah, we crammed all in there, but we make it work.
Dope, yeah. Kayaktas toured like that twice. I think we did it. We rented the truck with the topper.
Yeah, gotta have the topper.
4 of us fit in there in the gear, and that was about the best way. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, I can't imagine
far to
doing
Montreal.
It's
like 4 days straight if you start going right now.
Yeah, it's a really long haul, but it's a fun drive.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you got your buddies with you,
Totally,
just going on the road and all that. So that's always fun. But
it's Canada, right?
Yeah,
it's just how it is.
It can be brutal, but it always pays. It always pays off in the end.
Yeah, cool. So, what was the best show on the tour, you figured?
Definitely Montreal, just because that's a city I've been wanting to go to for, as long as I can remember.
Fucking A.
Always hearing good things about it. We got to play the Catacombs there, which is an awesome metal bar. Great theme. There's like a giant Grim Reaper pillar in the middle of the dance floor.
Cool.
It's a really cool fucking bar.
Nice. How many does it hold, you figure? Is it a big place?
Yeah, it's a big place. It's got 2 levels.
Oh, shit.
So there's an upstairs and a downstairs, and you can see everything from upstairs as well. Like there's a kind of a balcony that you can watch the bands from. But
a real venue.
Yeah, exactly. If I had to guess, I don't know. I'd say maybe 500. I don't know. I don't know.
Wild.
I'm just ballparking that, but
with both levels and stuff.
Yeah.
I got to go to Inferno Fest in Norway in
Oh, wow.
in 2010, and fucking that's how their venue was so dope. It was like the main floor was probably 600 or 700 people.
Oh shit.
And then there was a U fucking above it, another level that was like 4. And then there was another one, so everybody could see, and you could have like 1,200 fucking people in this place.
See, yeah, that's the problem with some venues is that, you know, once all the good spots at the front are taken, you can't see the band at all.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out here. Oh, you can fly there for $249.
Well, goddamn, that would have saved me a hell of a lot of time and hassle.
Oh, fuck, why didn't I put distance in there? Yeah, no, that's kind of what pisses me off about living in a young town like Calgary.
Sure,
is that it doesn't have those old fucking crazy, like they used to build real theaters and shit.
Yeah.
You know, and they got taken up 14 hours and 55 minutes, it says, to go from Toronto to Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
Fuck, 1,388 kilometers.
Yeah, and that's an intense drive going through those curvy mountain passes. With
because it's right along the Great Lakes there, isn't it?
Yeah. I shouldn't say mountains, like what is it, the Canadian Shield or something like that? Yeah.
And then you get to Thunder Bay and there's fucking nothing there.
Yeah, well, we just crashed in a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Just got as much sleep as we could and then just got up and went. So
did you guys go hard like that? You didn't get any hotels or nothing?
No, we actually ended up getting quite a few hotels.
Yeah.
But we did crash in the truck a few nights, you know. You had to make do with what you got, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'd say we spaced it out, kept it, you know, we had some comfortable nights and some not so comfortable nights, but, you know, that's tour, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going out on some plush vacation. You kind of know that when you leave.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Like, it's going to be fun, but there's going to be work involved.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, and then... So, what was the next best one?
The next best, I'd have to say Winnipeg.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, just because, we went on tour, we did a split album with Solemn.
Okay.
Called Passages To Lunacy.
Cool.
And, so we decided the past summer we were going to go on tour with them.
Okay.
And so they met up with us in Regina, and we played a really kick-ass show there. You know, that might be the Winnipeg and Regina are probably tied, because Regina, the kids there, like, we got there to the venue at about 9 o'clock, and everybody was already wasted, and these guys just, like, moshed for 3 hours.
Nice.
It was beautiful. It was great. So that was
at the Exchange?
Regina? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Because if kids
is that the double venue?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So we played
venue.
there. Yeah, I like that place a lot. But Winnipeg was awesome because we had gone out there previously before and played some really good shows there. So we kind of got to see some familiar faces, and
cool.
you know, it was a really well attended show. So it was good. Yeah,
you got to go out 2 or 3 times to a place before it starts really catching on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to kind of get your name out there, and then when you come back, hopefully the people that saw you told their friends about it, and they told some friends, and then you get some more eyes on the music, you know?
Fucking A. Well, fuck, let's listen to a tune off that split real quick.
Yeah, sure, let's do it. What would you like to listen to?
I don't know. You tell me.
All right. Well, I'm going to say let's play my favorite track, my personal favorite. This one's called Stewing in Misery.
Fuck yes.
It's got a big, nasty, fuck-off, badass riff at the beginning, which I'm particularly fond of. And yeah, this is a fun song to record. Hope you like it.
We'll be right back.
Untouched,
Fuck yeah, that was Stewing in Misery by Epi-Demic off their split with Solanum. Solanum. Called Passages to Lunacy. Fuck yeah, check it out. Google that shit and go buy it.
Yeah, it's available on Horror Pain Gore Death Records website. You can buy it off us, off our Bandcamp or Facebook page, and you can do the same at Solanum's Facebook or Bandcamp page.
Fuck yeah. I'll throw all those links up in the description there.
Sure, yeah.
For easy buying. Cool. So tell me about this split. How did it come about?
It came about, Solanum and another band called Dead City Ranch came over to play a show in Calgary. And me and Kyle set up the show for them. It was on a Monday night. We managed to pay everyone $200. So that was a victory in our eyes. We had a really good show with them, and we were just, like-minded. We're all into the same kind of stuff. So we decided, hey, we both are kind of working on new albums. Let's take what we got, put it together, do a split.
Fucking nice.
Originally, we wanted to do like a 7-inch vinyl record or a 12-inch, but when we got in touch with Horror Pain Gore Death to release it, they wanted to do a CD, so we figured, hey, let's just do that, and then it's out there, right?
Yeah.
So, we each went into the studio, did our thing, came back, put it together, and it turned out great. We got an artist by the name of John Mayo to do the cover, and I think that's an awesome cover, I think.
Yeah, it's fucking wonderful.
Yeah, so, we got it all put together, and, now it's out, you can get it, and it rips, so pick it up.
This is the newest Epi-Demic release? Yeah,
this is our newest release. We released an album many years ago now, called Madness, which I also brought with me.
Cool.
This would be our first release since then.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Where do you record your stuff at?
We like to record at Alchemy with Jeff Miller.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah, he's done good work for us with Madness. And then with the split, actually, though, we our friend Ryan, he runs Volume 4 Productions.
Okay.
And he came over, actually, to my house.
Yeah.
And we set up everything in the basement, and so we were able to do it in, a real comfortable environment where we jam and everything, right?
Yeah, totally. That's The pressure of the studio sucks. It sucks when you only have so much time.
Well, it can be tough, especially when you're paying for it out of your own pocket, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
And
so you want to like do your best to make sure you get everything in as few takes as possible, so you're not wasting your money.
Yeah.
So yeah, to do it at home, or you could just, hey, if I didn't like the way it sounded, can do it over. We got the time. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was real comfortable recording in our jam space.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it turned out real well.
Fucking A. I think that's how, like, even like I work in studios and stuff, and
Yeah.
like even with my band, you know, we're gonna maybe go to the studio to do the drums if we decide we want the drums to be some big studio sound.
Yeah, big production. Yeah.
But aside from that, I mean, fuck. With the way stuff is now, you can do a lot of it like
Yourself, yeah.
Well, especially guitars and stuff, where you want to take the time to fucking get them real good. You know?
Yeah.
Get them real smacking perfect and stuff.
Yeah.
That's where it becomes like in the studio, because there's just not enough time to fucking
Hit everything the way you want to hit
subtle
it.
intricacies exact. You know?
Yeah, and and when you're in the studio, it always comes out different than you had originally envisioned it.
And that becomes frustrating.
And yeah. And like, you know, everyone's always their own worst critic for the
sure.
most part, you know.
For sure. Especially like the studio, I it's like live but more scientific, so where, you know,
Yeah, it's like you're watching yourself almost. Yeah, and
with a microscope.
With a microscope, and yeah, if you're not hitting your cues, and you know everyone has bad days too.
Yeah.
So if you schedule a day in the studio and you're maybe not feeling as hot as you usually do, but you know.
I was getting Nancy to hit record for me when I was recording my own tracks.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, fuck, please. And then I was like, don't take anything personal. I'm getting mad at myself back here.
Yeah, my anger is directed at myself, not you.
Yeah. Go back one and hit record again, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So was that your guys' kind of first tour too? Or you've
No. We've done other
quite a
things.
bit of touring.
When we kind of started out hitting the road, we just kind of go to Vancouver and back, because we had friends out there. So we'd book a couple of gigs and then go do that and then come back home. And then a couple of years ago, we went to Vancouver, and then we did Seattle and Portland and Oakland. So,
cool.
You know,
That's
not
right.
a full tour, but you know,
That's
we got
right.
down to the States and played some
Fucking
gigs.
Oakland. That's
Yeah.
far.
Oh yeah. It was
How was
crazy.
that show?
It was pretty awesome, man. It was pretty cool. Like it was this weird old bar, and they had like old historic photographs of like tap dancers that had performed there way back in the day.
Wow.
And like, you know, entertainers and stuff. I think like some of it had like a dirt floor or something like that. Like,
Whoa.
it was a place called Eli's on I want to say it was Martin Luther King Boulevard, I think.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't quote me on that.
We were
but
told
I think
specifically not to go there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's like we actually, on our way home from that tour, we were coming through Reno, Nevada.
Okay.
And I'm a big fan of the show Reno 911.
Yeah.
So I was changing a CD while we're driving, and I hit the rumble strip a bit because, you know, you're fumbling around with the CD, you swerve. Anyways, so sure enough, Reno State Trooper,
Gangs.
whoop, 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 yeah, pulls us over, and proceeds to spend the next hour of our time talking to them, and that was fun.
So did he have the shorts?
No, unfortunately, no shorts, no plum smugglers for him. But he had his claim to fame was that his brother-in-law or his cousin or something was related to Jeff Hanneman of Pantera.
Oh shit!
So yeah, that was hard not to just laugh in the guy's face.
God damn
it! Yeah.
That could have been on Reno 911.
Yeah, it should have been.
Yeah, we my band just played in Berkeley,
Right.
Which is, and when we were there, they're like, yeah, don't go to Oakland, and if you do go to Oakland, don't go to Martin Luther King.
Oh
Boulevard.
yeah. Sorry, that was the point of my that was the point of my story. Is that the cop told us, he's like, "Oh, you guys were on Martin Luther King Boulevard?" And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's probably not a good idea." I was like, "Oh, okay." Well.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
It was fine, I'm sure, right?
Oh yeah, no, it
Yeah,
was
and the
totally
show
fun.
was awesome. Right?
Yeah, show was great.
fuck.
Yeah, it was just I don't know.
How was the turnout there?
It was, it was a weeknight, so it wasn't the greatest. But I mean, the floor was filled with people,
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of that
50
was
to 75, something like that.
Put it a little less than that, but 50's fair.
Yeah. Cool. That's kind of what, like, when we went on stage, and it was a Saturday.
Yeah.
It was about that. So we were on like second. So.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But, we played a cool, like, little legendary venue down there. I guess Green Day got their start there.
Oh, okay. In Berkeley, this was.
Yeah. Do you remember the name of that place? Jail? Do you remember the name of the place I played at? In Berkeley? Fuck.
Isn't that the worst? You always forget. You're like, I know I was there, but
yeah, I was there.
Can't remember the name for the life of me.
God damn it, it'll come back to me. But yeah, it was a cool old. It's like an all ages venue. It's been an all ages venue forever, and like since.
That's good. That's something Calgary needs.
Totally.
We used to play a lot of all ages shows for a guy named Todd Carter.
Oh, okay.
He put on a lot of gigs with like Poser Disposer. You remember Poser Disposer? Yeah. So we play a lot of all ages gigs with them.
Weren't they from Lethbridge or were they from?
No, I think they're from Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Saskatchewan,
okay. Fair enough.
That's
Gilman. 524. Gilman.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I've heard of Gilman.
Yeah. Lots of like SoCal punks.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think they have like when punk rock bowling goes on, they got gigs there or something. Don't they?
Possibly.
Or no, wait, that's in Vegas. Fuck that. Yeah.
I was thinking that's in Vegas.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. No. Awesome. Yeah. So, you guys drove when you did?
Oh yeah. We've never flown anywhere. We always drive.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like it, because it really puts into perspective how far you've gone.
Yeah. Yeah, we've always drove too, except for the Berkeley thing.
Yeah. But I mean, if it's a one-off gig, why not just?
So, did you guys get visas and all that bullshit? I mean,
I plead the fifth.
If you want to plead the fifth, that's fine. But it doesn't even matter anymore.
Well, no, they can't do anything to me now.
No. But I mean, nobody has to get them anymore.
Is that
nobody
a thing
realizes this?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
okay.
We went through the whole process. My band went through the whole process, and at the end, the guy was like, "Yeah, I don't know why you guys did this.
Yeah,
you didn't have to. Like, that's why we went to Berkeley, was to see if we could get into the States, and do it correctly and all this stuff." And he's like, "Yeah, well, it changed about a year ago," and I'm like, "Well, what if they were paying us?" And he's like, "Well, they send the border paperwork, and you show up at the border, and
that's how that goes."
And I was like, "What the fuck?" Anyways,
I
just saved everybody like $1,000 each if they're listening. So
yeah. So go buy a microphone.
yeah, totally.
But yeah, what we had like a kind of, I guess, is maybe sneaky or underhanded, but what we did is I went over the border through the crossing by myself. The other two guys, they got on a Greyhound bus and crossed the border because there's going to be no problems there, right?
And you had all the gear?
Yeah, I had all the gear.
And you didn't say shit?
Let me get to it. Sorry. So, I don't know how many people listening to this have been through the border, but as you approach the kind of toll booth or whatever, officers start walking up and down the lanes with drug dogs, or just, anyway, sniffing dogs.
Yeah.
So, guy comes up to my car, and I'm like, "Hello, officer, like, good day to you," and all that shit. And it's like, "Could you kill the engine, please?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck, here we go." And I smoke, so I had a big butt bottle, 1 liter bottle of Pepsi with just cigarette butts in it. He's like, "What's in the bottle?" I'm like, "It's an ashtray, a butt bottle." He's like, all right. Takes a look in the back at my top. "What's in the back? What's in the back? What's in the back?" And I thought he's going to pull his gun on me or something. I'm like, what is going on? I throw up my hands. And I was like, music equipment. He's like, "Are you in a band?" I'm like, "No, sir." He's like, "Make sure you tell him that when you go through." I'm like, "Yes, sir."
Oh.
So that's all over with. Get through. And they decide, I get to the toll booth, they decide that they're going to bring me in for a secondary inspection. And that means you got to go park your vehicle, go inside, get interviewed, and then hopefully you're on your way. So what I did on the inside when I'm getting interviewed by this guy, he's asking me what my business is. I tell him I'm going to record and jam and practice at this guy's place in Iowa.
That's basically true.
Yeah, but the thing is, we actually had a setup from a guy we met on the internet, and he was going to vouch for us and say, "Yeah, these people are coming. They're going to record and jam and do whatever here." So, and that, I talked my way through it. That all worked out. And so I get my truck back.
Wow.
And
You're lucky.
Oh yeah, very, very lucky. And I didn't want to start celebrating too quick, right? So I get out of the border thing. I'm on the highway, and I let about 5 minutes go by. Don't turn the music on. Just stay silent. Whatever. And then as soon as I'm like, all right, you are now entering Washington. It's like, fuck yeah! like finally did it, and like it worked out perfect. And
start firing the texts off.
Exactly, guys, I'm in. We're here. So yeah, that's it was a lot of fun. And then of course coming back through into Canada, you guys got anything? We just bought some records and stuff. All right, have a nice day. Welcome back.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, there we go. So yeah,
that's funny.
Borders can be funny.
Yeah, they have to. Well, it was funny when we had done that whole thing. Like I'm was born in Canada,
okay,
but my mom's American, so
sure.
I'm both.
So you automatically get dual citizenship?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And the Americans are the only country in the world that don't recognize dual citizenship.
Really?
Isn't that a fun fact?
That's a very fun fact. Yeah, give us you're hungry, you're poor, you're starving, but
you're American.
Yeah, but you're American.
So when we went to that meeting, the guy was like, "There's something weird that's been discharged in the computer about you," and I slapped this like piece of paper with eagles and fucking pyramids on it up to the glass, and he's like, "Oh, well, you're a fucking American. I can't. It's impossible for me to issue an American work permit." He's like, "All I can say is welcome home, sir."
Right.
Like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
First question: can I have my money back? No, you paid for the interview. Oh, that's right. It did say that.
That's where they get you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It was good though to go through the whole process of I really did. We wanted to try to build. I mean, what you're describing too. I mean, you guys aren't the first fucking guys to do that. I mean, I was talking to Destroyer 666. That's how they used to fucking tour in the city. Oh yeah, right. You show up in Hawaiian shirts and we're all on vacation.
Exactly.
And then you just get backline there and what the fuck, right? You know, and
right.
it's so underground that nobody fucking knows, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, like seriously, even like a quick Google search, unless you know how to properly spell most bands' names, you're not gonna find shit.
Well, yeah. Fair enough.
For underground music.
Yeah. I mean, and if you were doing something big enough that you know what I mean? Like, we're doing
for a Noctis, say.
Yeah,
like back when that was going on.
Well, what's funny about that is the rules with all that is if you're flying in for a one-off like that, there is no...
rules?
You can just do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially if they, and it's always been that way for Americans coming to Canada.
Mm-hmm. See, we hear all these horror stories about, we had to pay this much to fly this band in, and then they couldn't get through the border, and then...
Well, that happens if they don't bring up some drug charges, for sure.
Right.
Like, if they've got fucking some crazy shit.
I heard DRI couldn't get into Canada because one of them had a DUI or something.
Yeah, and the way the Canadians look at it is it's 10 years after the end of your sentence. So 10 years after the minute you get your discharge papers from whatever, then it starts.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, holy fuck. So you can, if he just got one, no. And if he's got 3, no fucking way.
See,
but if you've got one and then you went 10 years and you didn't get another one, they'll let you through. That happened to somebody I know really well.
Yeah.
But they take a look at, it's like that dumb show. I love watching all those dumb shows. Like border security and all that.
Oh god, those shows are great.
The people with
they always take the worst of the worst, right?
The meat. That's the one I watched the Australian one. These Chinese people and their meat. What the fuck's up with their meat? But it's fuck. You can't really fuck with them. I don't know. I think they're doing
border officers. No, you don't fuck with those.
Those guys have more fucking power than a judge.
Well, I think you should never piss somebody off that has the legal right to search your body at will
and fucking throw you. In the can
chop your car up too. You can
they
disassemble your car and just leave it, and you gotta fix it.
Yeah.
So
or seize it and sell it.
Sure.
And tell you to go fuck yourself.
yeah. That would stink.
A close person I know
right
is not allowed in the States, and we used to live right by the border, and they went across just to grab cigarettes.
Sure.
And they fucking nailed him, and they took his truck. They were like, you fucking knew. And this is pre 9/11 too.
Right.
And it was like, you fucking knew. And they took his truck, 10 cents on the dollar. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's like, man, you could have just gone to 7-Eleven to get smokes, dude.
yeah, but the deals are so good in the U.S.
Yeah.
Where's the smoke? Yeah, fucking A. Cool. Well, let's listen to a tune off of Madness real quick here.
Sure, yeah, let's do that. I'm not exactly sure what you want to do.
What's your biggest... What's the one that's big in Japan?
Big in Japan. Wow.
We should do that. We should take our bands over to Japan. I think they just flip out.
You know what? I think I could do all right in Japan. I think I'd like it over there.
Me too.
I'm gonna say, let's play Madness. Let's play the title track.
Fucking A. Be right back.
Goddamn, what I do, my mind's gonna get. I just thought that he said you're in bed. On the street, people look at you, are you sick? Murder in your mind as your mind tries to trick. It's over, just impossible. Madness takes you as you fall. Nothing got to say, just turn around, go away. Nothing got to say, I'm walking madness. Nothing got to say, just turn around, go away. Nothing got to say, I'm walking madness. In madness. Nothing got to say, just turn around, go away. Nothing got to say, I'm walking madness. Goddamn, what a go, I'm not gonna get. That's the sign that is in your breath. Goddamn, what a go, I'm not gonna get. That's the sign that is in your breath. Madness! Bring on the madness! Bring to the darkness! What will you do when the madness catches up with you? Bring on the madness! Bring to the darkness! What will you do when the madness catches up with you? Goddamn, where to go, my boy's got it dead.
Fuck yeah, that was Madness. Off the record, Madness. So you guys are playing this Saturday, right?
Yeah, that's right. We're playing at Distortion on McLeod Trail in Calgary. We're playing with Martial Law, Cadaver Dog, and Black Rat.
Fuck yeah, I'm pumped for that. I'll be mixing that show.
Fuck yeah.
I'm excited. I love all those bands.
I'm always happy when I see your face at the soundboard when I walk into a gig.
Thanks, man. Look at fuck. I wish this chick. She wants to go bad. Yeah, fucking A. No. So, when's the last time you played Calgary? That must have been a while.
Yeah, it was at Chrome CD release.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Jeez, it was last year. It was before tours. I don't know. Yeah, early last year we played. We don't tend to do many gigs in Calgary anymore, just because we've been around for a while. So playing every month gets we don't want to wear anyone out.
Yeah,
like
you were telling me on the break you guys have been together since high school, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, it started out as me and Aaron just jamming in his basement. We went tried to get some bass players, and nothing was really working. And then Kyle got out of the bands that he was in, and we ended up jamming together. And yeah, it's been that lineup ever since, man. 10 plus years.
Wow, that's fucking cool. You guys played that Noctis.
Yeah.
How was that?
Everything you'd expect it to be, a band playing Noctis. You know, like, just getting the nod for that was a big, you know, kind of pat on the back. And just, we got to play with Midnight and
that was that
Speed
night.
Wolf. Yeah, it was Thursday night, like the opening night. And yeah, just to have the honor of kicking something like that off was, it was a big deal for us. And it was a great show. It was just,
Speed Wolf and Midnight.
Yeah, it was fun. Like it was really professional too. Like walking up on stage, having like I've never had a guitar tech before, you know. And guys are like, all right, so what do you need? I'm like, oh shit, this, and this, and then boom, it's done, and all you have to worry about is playing. It was really cool.
Yeah, no, it was fun doing those shows, man.
I really wish that was still a thing that happened. Noctis, so it'll be sorely missed in the city.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm trying to make Metal Fest bigger, so
yeah. Well,
it'll never live up to that.
Well, you never know. You never know. You've always done a good job with the Metal Fest, though.
Yeah, totally. Just trying to get bigger acts in it now. You know?
Sure, yeah.
Like that's tough. And I mean, I guess I should just tell everybody now. Why the fuck not? If they are listening, that I'm gonna be moving the date of Metal Fest to the old Noctis date.
Cool.
And we're tentatively thinking of still doing something around the beginning of June and calling it Nate Fest.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's my birthday. Like, that was the whole reason kind of Metal Fest started, because Noctis was happening.
You just wanted to throw yourself a giant birthday party.
Yeah. And hang out with my buddies who were, like, touring.
Yeah, and
so it was like
people from out of town.
Getting, like, you know, rad bands from Winnipeg we knew. And out that were on tour and stuff. But it makes it, that date, the beginning of June, makes it really fucking hard to get anybody.
Well, everybody's out on vacation or getting married or fucking
Well, it's actually,
doing gigs.
for the European bands, it's the beginning of festival season.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I think it's the same weekend as Sweden Rock Fest, which is like fucking huge. All the big bands play it. And, I mean, I'm not going for anybody that fucking huge, but like even the, like, I don't.
Well, people that would be like maybe headliners at a metal fest are busy opening up at a Sweden Rocks or something.
Yes, exactly. So this will make it a lot easier to get some better talent and make it bigger. So
for sure, yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and then still have the kind of birthday party thing, and
you got to do that.
Right? Fuck, have a good time with it, and because like Metal Fest 1 was really fun.
Yeah, was that the Rooftop gig?
That was 2, which was really fun as well. Yeah. But it became really kind of bigger than I thought it would be, sort of, all of a sudden. And it became a lot more
responsibility and shit.
Yeah, which is fine, and it was fine. But it's just, I didn't see it happening that fast, so it kind of threw a kink in my thought process. But now with the new one, Metal Fest 1 was like, I did it at the New Black, Dickens, and the D.
Right.
And Verns, I think. And it was like, I think we had our buddies from Winnipeg, they headlined. It was like nobody really huge, but it was everybody who was doing stuff, you know. And, and basically all my buddies just like to see, and that was what was cool about it too, when I could throw that rooftop.
Yeah, that was a great show. That was so much fun.
Fuck, man, when I pulled up and that thing was starting, I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Metal Fest 2, we did it was you guys, and like, I think I even had Oh Shit on there, and Cadaver Dog, and fucking...
There's someone else. They were in the Metro paper recently. Who were...
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, no, it was a hoot up on the rooftop at Broken City.
Yeah.
That was neat. And then I was using Broken City that year as an all-ages venue, too. It was weird.
I remember that.
They were letting me do all-ages till 9 o'clock, which was interesting.
Yeah.
But that place can't be an all-ages venue, you know?
It's a bar.
Weird. I know. So it's really weird. It's like you were talking about earlier. Like, ever since those places, like, what was that place down on Memorial that they used to do all-ages shows?
Oh, the rehab...
the
rehab center right by the Zoo Bridge.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like when that place there, I didn't realize how many shows were done there.
Well, and the cool thing about that place too is that you could section it off so that it'd be like a beer gardens.
Oh yeah,
where you could drink with a wristband.
Fuck.
And then up front by the stage was the all ages area.
What's wrong with that, eh?
Nothing. I thought that was a perfect setup, but
No
I
doubt.
don't know. I guess they
Terrible.
got sick of having shows there or something. I don't know.
Terrible. Yeah, Bridgeland something. The
Bridgeland. There's
Community
Bridgeland
Center?
Community Center. There's a Scandinavian Community Center.
Oh,
Remember seeing some gigs there. Carpenters, obviously.
Huh. Wonder if there's still. It'd be neat to get that going again. Fuck. Get the halls going. I wonder why it stopped.
Well, you know, there's always some asshole who's got to kick the toilet in.
Right, and that, and probably some insurance dick stepped in at some point.
Sure, I
And
was like, yeah, no more punk music.
you
And
need
it's-
$10 million of special events liability
Yeah,
insurance,
yeah.
which is $400,000 a night.
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, yeah, I don't think that'll be happening.
yeah. Next time I book Slayer, I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Slayer at the Sunalta Community Hall.
They should do that. They should go on some kind of like small club tour.
That would actually be pretty fucking awesome. But then I'm sure you'd get like ticket sales through the roof.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, prices. And then there's going to be the asshole that buys all of them and sells them twice the price. And
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Supply
because that's
and
a
demand,
thing
I guess.
nowadays. So.
Yeah. Cool. So after this show, you guys got you were mentioning earlier you're going to the studio. I guess.
Yeah, we got pretty much all of our upcoming album written. It's called Malformed Conscience. And we just got the art in today, actually. And it's looking good. We're pretty settled on it.
Nice.
So we're going to write maybe 1-2 more tracks, get into the studio, you know, March, April. And then hopefully have everything ready to go and done by, you know, midsummer.
Nice. Yeah, and then probably another tour and another hit, right?
Well, yeah, you know, we're gonna focus on the album. I think maybe this year, and then next year maybe try and get. I don't know. I'd really like to do like the kind of Midwestern states, like get into you know, like cities like Green Bay and Chicago.
Fuck yeah.
You know,
I always thought that would
places
be the
like that.
best if you could go to Winnipeg and then take a right
Exactly.
and go
just-
down around there
Yeah.
and then come up to fucking Montreal or
Sure.
Toronto or
Yeah.
whatever.
I think I don't know. I think that would be a good plan.
Yeah.
And I've always I'm not sure how viable it is, but you know, one day getting to like, you know, like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Philadelphia,
Yeah.
you know, places like that. I think that would be a lot of fun to go play
Yeah.
those cities, Boston and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we were talking about doing some of that, and in my mind, it kind of seems like it comes to a certain point where if you're gonna do the Eastern Seaboard like that, and you wanted to just like pound the fuck out of it, it kind of would be worth like flying in and renting the gear,
Yeah,
and then just go because it's so goddamn far away.
exactly.
Like you're driving across Russia to get over there, you know, like
Yeah,
the size
no,
of fucking Russia
definitely.
to get over there, and it's like fuck. So we've even like Ontario, like I've heard there's so many places you can play in Ontario. It's like, okay, fine, we can play 20 dates. Well, let's fly out there and play 20 dates. And
yeah, it's just if you're out here in the West, getting from here to Ontario, there's not a lot on the way, you know.
No, like you say, Thunder Bay. Jesus, there's fucking nothing. Man. It's terrible.
Yeah, I think the highlight of our stay in Thunder Bay was the Tim Hortons at 6 in the morning. Yeah. Getting dinner at Safeway on the way there, and then getting Tim Hortons on the way out.
Fuck, my wife and I were driving back we were just outside of Thunder Bay. We were driving back from the east, and it was like the middle of the afternoon, and I saw this dude, he was kind of like waving over the line. And I was like, So I backed way off.
Sure.
I gave him like 2 miles.
Right.
And then, sure enough, like 20 minutes later, he crosses the double line, smokes this truck that's going by the other way, because it's a 2-lane highway for an 18-wheeler hauling steel. So he hits this truck, and it blows the tire on the truck, and the car does like 3 or 4 360s, and then just goes up in the air. There's fucking batteries flying, and everything's flying. I was like,
Holy fuck.
So we pull up right behind this guy, and it was an old guy, and he had fallen asleep.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I like run up to him, and he's all bleeding and stuff, but he's like standing up, and he's like, it looked like he just woke up. And I was
From
like,
a bad dream.
yeah. And I was like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to go help this other guy.
Yeah.
So then I go to the other guy, and there was this sun fire that was drafting the truck, and his car had hit him, and the fucking wheel, like the front driver's wheel, was in where your pedals would be. And his ankle was just, like, he tried to stand up, and he just hit the ground. And
Yeah, it's probably nothing left in there. It's all shattered.
yeah, it was all gooey. But what was interesting was that, like, the guy right behind me was a fucking EMS in their car. And it seemed like all these people started getting out of the car, and it seems like most of the people there have some sort of training.
Huh.
Because it's, like, so fucking out in the middle of nowhere, and
Well, you'd have to, yeah.
you'd really have to, because there was like 3 or 4 people that were plain clothes that before the police or fire guys showed up, because it took them, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to get there.
Yeah,
So
well, yeah.
there's dangerous highways out there, man.
Although, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, so it's probably better than most cities'
Yeah,
response times.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, lots of weird animals on the road. You guys didn't have any problems with any of that out there? did
No,
you?
we kept seeing all these moose signs, but we didn't see
yeah.
any moose. But yeah, plenty of roadkill, lots of skunks, porcupines,
Yeah.
a couple deers and rabbits.
Okay. Good.
Always keeps you on your toes when you see a mangled carcass on the road.
Yeah, for sure. Some fresh
Yeah,
blood on the road. You're
nice
like, oh
and fresh,
boy, that just happened. Fuck, we drove down through Idaho during like fucking hunting season once, and it was fucked. It was like every other kilometer there was another smashed fucking deer, like flashed.
Yeah,
And I swear I did see the end of a moose there. Fuck.
yeah. I think that's the last thing I'd want to fuck with on the road is a moose.
Oh yeah. Actually, by Sault Ste. Marie, I saw 3 of them on the road, and we just barely
Weave through them.
Yeah, just barely. Like, and that thing, we were in a Ford Aerostar, and the top of that thing was taller than the van. Like, fuck,
Yeah. It was,
fucking wild. I would never want to deal with that. But
no, fuck that.
anyways, I think we'll. Thanks a lot for coming on.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot
thanks
for
for
getting
having me.
hard in Nate's backyard, as I always say.
Always a pleasure.
And check out all the links in the description there, and go buy Epi-Demic shit, and come to the show on Saturday at Distortion. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Overriding my control, taking all basic functions. Epidemic takes its toll. Sickness don't matter no reason. Spells is letting baby poison. Every of the epidemic, greater than the one who's chosen. Toxic gas building up its radiant size. Millions on call for epidemic demise. Dust. You run, Disease will take its time, taking yours and mine. People die, you hear it. Slow down your fear. Running from the epidemic.